3 months into the new year, what's the market been doing? Are we going to see any new homes anytime soon? Hey friends, it's Andy Nazaroff with the Nazaroff team. For this week's Real Estate Corner, I am sharing with you a little bit of the market update in Fresno and Clovis, and I want to just jump right into it and show you my screen because there's 4 or 5 slides here that I think you are going to appreciate, and it's gonna give you exactly what you're looking for. A market update. So here you go. Straight off the gate, this last month there was a increase in the number of pended sales over the previous month. You can see we typically have a seasonal swoon where we drop around the holidays, and the number of that red line is the number of homes that are going under contract, and that dropped in January compared to last year. It dropped in February. It dropped in December and it dropped in January. And in February, it bounced right back up where we are more than we were last year. As a matter of fact, 6% greater year over year in pended sales. The biggest challenge is the number of homes for sale is 55% less than it was this time last year. 809 homes on the market a year ago, only 363 now. The number of new listings that came on the market, however, in February was nearly 600. This graph doesn't show that, but I looked up in the data tables in our MLS. Almost 600 new listings came on the market, which is the main reason we didn't see all of the existing inventory deplete. It's the reason why the inventory is staying very flat. So if 563 houses were listed last month and 572 were sold, that's why we saw a drop of 10. So just really the market continues to be robust. The number of pended homes or homes getting under contract continues to outpace the number of homes that are going listed. Second thing I wanted to show you, which is bananas, days on market. Days on market is down 55% compared to this time last year. And I'm kind of stunned that it's as high as 18, because in most neighborhoods, when I'm doing comps for a new listing, most neighborhoods days on market is between 4 and 8. Homes are just getting accepted offers super fast. But when you take the whole city of Fresno and Clovis together, that data of course is averaged out. So it's 18 days on market before a homeowner gets a contract. Average sales price. I think this is important. How's your home values doing? Well, year over year in Fresno and Clovis, home values are up nearly 15%. This last month, they went up again by $10,000 over the previous month to 372. It's the highest I've seen it since 2005. The average sales price a year ago was 324. This is not being driven, though, by bad economics like it was in 2005. This is 100% being driven by supply and demand. Demand is way higher than the supply, so prices are getting driven up. This shouldn't cause you to fear. If we do see a market adjustment, it should be a leveling off from buyers because interest rates will go up and hopefully inventory increases. Next thing I wanted to show you, month supply of inventory. I looked back on this, guys, for 20 years. I've never seen it at, this means month supply of inventory at 0.6. That means 0.6 of a month. In other words, about 2 weeks supply. What this says is if nobody else lists their house ever again, how long will it take us to sell the existing inventory? 2 weeks. So thankfully, there's new homes that are coming on the market. Otherwise, we would be out of inventory in 2 weeks. This is a 60% drop over the same time last year. Doesn't surprise me when you look at all of the other data. So what does this mean to you? It's nothing new. It's exactly what I've been saying on my weekly newsletters to you, on our weekly Facebook page, on our YouTube channel. The market continues to be robust. There are 2 wild cards, though. Number one, what are interest rates going to do? Is inflation going to drive even interest rates up? It will most likely. The question is by how much. The economists say it's not going to be as much as people are worried about. So that means they're going to go up. Could they go up into the 4s? 100%. Are they? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball that works. The second wild card is in many cities that I do some consulting in, large hedge funds, large banks rather, with large holdings, properties that they've already foreclosed on and they didn't put on the market, they're seeing those old shadow inventories start to come to the market. Why? When do investors want to sell? At the peak of the market. They're seeing, okay, we're seeing a peak. We're seeing an opportunity here to get as much as possible, and that inventory is going on. That means great news for buyers like you. But if you're thinking about selling, I wouldn't be holding off because, oh my gosh, I can't find anything. We have a strategy to help you sell, find something, and only move once. I said only move once. That was awful. Only move once. We have a strategy for that. So if you're thinking of waiting to sell until something hits the market, that's the worst thing you can do, because that thing will be gone. Somebody else will write an offer on it that doesn't have a contingency. If it was me, I would be selling, listing now, contingent, following a strategy that we use for the contingency to find a replacement property or a rent back, and then we can